Hello. I hope you're all well. So I know it's been, I think, maybe 10, 11 days since I've posted anything, and I broke my cardinal rule of posting every day. But if you look on my customer platforms and my business platform, on my company platform, sorry, then you'll notice I have committed to doing it every day. But the reason I hadn't been posting in the Monday Club for a little while is because actually I've been observing, what's been going on, and I'm mindful of giving advice. And then, whilst we're in a situation that's very reactive and changing every single day, and I think actually human behaviour has changed an awful lot, especially with the way that we're behaving online in the last couple of weeks. So we all know at the moment when we're in lockdown. I've been in lockdown for nearly 4 weeks because I caught a bug, believe it or not, a few days before it was announced that the whole country has been in lockdown. And so on the Tuesday, poor Alice got told that she wasn't going to school. Then on the Friday, thinking that she would be able to go back to school because I was a lot better, and then finding out that actually no one's going back to school and you're off now and for the foreseeable. It's actually been really amazing watching the way that her school has been engaging. So even though they've been on Easter holidays officially now, every Monday her teacher gets them onto a Google Meet and at 10 a.m. and the class all comes together. And I've also set up a Google Meet for Alice, which she hands out or I email out to her friends' parents. So if the children need to connect or they want to talk or do something together, then, the Google Meet is open. So it's Hangouts, really, basically Google Hangouts is open. And my link, because it's mine, it's stable and it's there permanently for them. And it's been fascinating to watch how children have adapted to this whole process. So I've watched Alice and her friends kind of download things that they can create songs with, add instruments to their songs. I've seen them host online quizzes with each other. I mean, they're 8 and 9-year-olds, right? And they're proactively, without any guidance from us, sitting there in front of some screens. And I know screens are something we normally don't encourage them to be on, but to be honest, right now they have a lot of time, and I think as long as that's managed, then it's fine. Yeah, and it's just been absolutely fascinating to me. So part of kind of all of this process has also been sort of watching how Alice has been and making sure that she's okay. We've had a few wobbly moments, but I think we're fine now, and we've started to get into a normal routine. I've been watching with the businesses that I've been working with. A lot of them have been needing to manage the whole COVID-19 message. They've had a lot of concerns about kind of how to appear, how to carry on with their business to ensure there's a business at the end of this, whilst not appearing to capitalise on the situation. And I think that has been a very, very delicate thread to walk. And I'm sure that's not the right phrase, but there you go. I've never been one to stick to the common ones. And it's been really interesting because in some cases we've had to sort of stand back and go, right, let's just watch how people are behaving at the moment. What are other people doing? Because we're in unprecedented times, right? This has never happened before. But amongst all the sadness and amongst all of the messages that are online at the moment, there is a lot of good as well, and I think finally we're starting to stabilise. I know right now we're facing news like with Boris being in intensive care, and the number of people that are actually losing their lives to COVID-19 is increasing, and there's a lot of just really hard stuff that's going through our feeds. In fact, so much so that a couple of days ago I just went, I'm not looking at this anymore, and I started looking for things that brought me joy, not because I'm in denial, because I'm very much aware what's going on around me, but because in order for me to be able to get through this as a human being, I needed to find things that made me smile. And therein lies my message, really. So with the Kindness Company, for example, I've had to be really careful about how I come across in terms of selling, because the business still funds people who help me make those items. So they're also in lockdown in different parts of the world, and they're also suffering from loss of income and things like that. And I feel a very genuine responsibility to help them be able to kind of get money, basically, so that they can live. And so I had to be really careful about how I did it. And I did something that was quite unprecedented for me. And I thought, right, where are people right now? And, apart from sort of obviously seeking for things to make us smile and to seek joy. And I know that my dolls do that anyway, because they create smiles for people, and that's always, our products tend to do that, services tend to do that. And that's been something that I have been very mindful of. I've been mindful of saying phrases like happy Tuesday, happy Monday, that I used to say an awful lot, because right now that could come across as slightly contentious. So I've been wishing everybody, safety, and I've been wishing everybody joy for the day and things like that. So I started to look at changing my terminology to suit the current situation. But, I'm going to get it wrong. You're going to get it wrong. We're learning. And as I said before, we've never been in these times before. Okay. The other thing that I've noticed as well is that for the first time ever, so if you put your marketing hat on, we're not competing for people's attention. Everybody is online all the time. Facebook ad costs have gone down, organic reach has gone up, people are wanting to engage and wanting to connect. I'm seeing groups grow to like 90, 100,000 in a few days. And they're the types of groups that are offering tips and tricks to get people through lockdown. They're the ones that are kind of wanting to show love and support to the NHS if you're in the UK. They're going to be the ones that are giving advice about kind of, what the governmental advice is, and breaking that down into, terminology that people understand on a day-to-day basis. You've got groups, I know Monica's on the Monday Club, she's been running these amazing wellness groups, just really supporting people to keep active, a lot like Joe Wicks is doing PE with Joe, and he's decided he's the nation's PE teacher. Everybody love that because it gives them something to do, and that's what they're seeking at the moment. And our attention is online. Right? Everybody is looking online. They're looking for communities to help them. And it doesn't have to be COVID-19 related, right? So for example, I'm seeing service business explode right now as people are saying, you know what, I've got some downtime and I'm going to finish that book I said I was going to write. I'm going to actually get on and do that course that I said I was going to do. And yes, they've got kids to manage and family and things like that, but there is time, and chunking up your day to have a piece for you is very, very important. So, those types of businesses are exploding. With the Kindness Company, I opened up our dolls to actually create them as ready to dress. So we've created projects for people. They can purchase the dolls without their clothes. We're sending those out, and people are just using anything and everything they have at home to be able to make and do things with their children. We've taken a concept and kind of looked at it and gone, right, what do people need right now? And the perfect answer to that is, what do you need right now? You are, for the first time ever, your customer avatar in every sense of the word, and not just kind of your likes and your age and things, but your habits, where you are right now, what you're feeling and what you're thinking. So right now is so important in kind of understanding where your community is. I've seen people obviously shut down their businesses because right now they can't operate for lots of different reasons, whether that's logistical, whether that's ensuring to keep their team safe, etc., etc. But don't miss on the ability to connect, because even though we're social distancing right now and we can't hug the people we love and we can't visit the people we love and celebrate birthdays and weddings and all of those kind of things that kind of lift the human spirit, we need each other, right? And if you look at some of the comments on the pages and on the groups, you'll notice that. You'll notice people tagging people in. You'll notice people outwardly saying, I miss you, I love you, I can't wait for this to be over. Everybody is in a situation right now where they just want to get back to normal life. But I think from what I'm observing, it probably won't be the normal life that we've known. And I think a lot of things will change, and for the good, I hope. I'm always the optimist. And so just, be mindful of that and use your communities, no matter how small, how big they are, and try and contribute in a really positive way that brings people joy during a period that we're all finding difficult. I've missed doing this, right? I've missed coming on and doing my comms because it's my way of connecting as well. I have been very lucky because I have been very busy doing other things, which has been wonderful and slightly stressful. So I've been able to communicate virtually with lots of people, and I'm really fortunate. I've got 20 years working remotely. I've only ever had small stints in my career where I've actually been in offices with people. So predominantly, my skill set is I can work with people remotely. I have the tools and the capability to do that. And I've been spending quite a bit of time sort of mentoring people on how to do that as well, and how they can build trust with their teams and, you know, things like that. But fundamentally, it's about human connection. You know, yesterday I was having the best conversation with somebody over roast potatoes. I mean, who does that? And it was great fun. And it's just because we're connecting at a level that we've probably never connected at before, because you know what? Sod it, we're all in the same place. So really over the next 3 weeks, I've written now 3 weeks worth of content. I sat down this morning and just went, you know what, this is what I want to do, because I was thinking about you all a lot. And so over the next 3 weeks, depending on how the wind blows, really, I want to kind of have a look at everything that I've been talking about and how that now applies, because things have changed. The terminology you use, the things that you talk about, you know, how can you keep your business alive during this time? And hopefully, you know, I can back that up with things that I've seen out there that have been working, what have been working for me, because I've also been trying to navigate this new business reality and trying to understand, you know, well, that used to work really well and now it doesn't. Oh gosh, what do I do? What do I write? What do people need? And that's what I keep going back to. What do people need? What do I need? And then I've been adjusting you know, my offering or my messaging or the types of posts. Things like when to post, you know, that has changed. The language you use, you know, making sure your voice is prevalent, you know, what people are looking for. The fact that organic growth is pretty explosive right now. Facebook ad costs have gone down, you know, because people are kind of closing in because, you know, money is short for a lot of people. So a lot of things have changed, and this is, like I said before, this is unprecedented and it's not something that we have experienced before. But I'm really pleased that I was able to take time back to observe it, and then hopefully I'm able to kind of offer you advice on what I'm seeing to help you then with your communities as you go forward. I'm really excited because actually, you know, community, like I'm so passionate about placing community at the heart of everything that we do, whether that's business, whether that's personal interests, you know, friends, families, all those kind of things. And I'm so passionate about it and its benefits and what it does, that actually what this time is showing us is that the importance of it and the importance of connection. And for the first time ever, we're all looking online to be able to do that. So I look forward to talking to everybody over the next few weeks. I'll probably have the same system where I'll do a written and a video. I'll do that as much as I can. Yeah, and I wish you all, you know, much love, and safety during these times. I know that it's difficult. I don't want to sit here and like I'm smiling and that actually I'm okay. I have tough days too, but actually the way to get through that is to focus and to push through and put one step in front of the other, because that is all you can do, right? And even if it means kind of watching for the birds in the sky and looking for those daffodils in the garden, or, you know, outside your window, just to make you smile, do it, do more of it, because right now that's what we need. Lots of love. Take care.